love introducing you to the people who are behind MDA and those who benefit most from the generous phone calls and donations that you're making. This might just be our cutest guest of the day. You'll have to be the judge on this one. But we have joining us Kelly Carpenter and her mom, Kim Anders. And you guys were with us last year. You were in that little hot pink number, I remember. And you're almost 10 years old, so you're growing up. I can't call you a little girl anymore. But it's a pleasure to have you. And Kelly is actually one of the ambassadors for MDA. Tell me what you get to do in that role, Kelly.
Well, I get to meet John Madden, and I get to fill the boots, and I get to go to Giants games, and I get to do a lot of stuff.
You get to do a lot of stuff. Now, I'm going to talk to your mom a little bit, and we can explain kind of how you guys got to get the Salinas Fire Department to do something they hadn't done in a while. Before we get to that, though, explain to me Charcot-Marie tooth disease, which is what your little girl is battling through. Tell me about it. It was about 4 years ago your daughter got her diagnosis.
She was diagnosed. We noticed that she was lifting her little finger. We thought she was being dainty and took her to a series of doctors, and through a lot of tests, Stanford diagnosed her with Charcot-Marie tooth, which is a genetic disorder. Through Kelly's diagnosis, we were able to also diagnose my grandfather, my mother, and my sister all have CMT. And what it is it's a neuromuscular disorder, and the nerve endings die, and because of the nerve endings die, the blood supply to the muscles and the ligaments and tendons degenerate, and they lose the use of their fingers, limbs, legs, feet, hands. It varies at different times of their life.
And so when we talk about research and clinic visits and summer camp, we're talking about your daughter.
Absolutely.
Tell me what the support of MDA and the support of the Bay Area people who call in and donate money, what has that meant for you and your family?
It's huge. You know, when you have a child, which happened to you just recently, when you have a child, only their future and a bright future is what is at hand. But when you have a child who's diagnosed with a disorder, and you know that life for them is maybe more of a challenge, you struggle with that. And in fact, just a couple of evenings ago, Kelly was laying on the couch and she said, "Mom, my legs hurt." And I couldn't give her anything for it. I offered her a Tylenol. And she said, "Mom, it's okay. It's just my CMT." She's really tough. She's a trooper. And she's stronger than I am. She made me promise not to cry.
She's telling you, "Mom, I'm going to be okay." And you're telling her, "Sweetheart, you're going to be okay." And you know what? Thanks to the people who are calling, I think you're going to be okay. You know? I mean, I have to, look, now you got me crying. I'm in the mama club this year. I mean, last year I weighed 10,000 pounds. I was about to peep out that baby, but my God, it has taken on a whole new meaning. Everyone in this room who is a parent knows what I'm talking about. Everyone at home who has a little one, if they're 40 or if they're 2 years old, you know as well. And when you talk about the change it has made in your life, in your little girl's life, it's for Kelly that these people are calling. It's for Nico that people were calling. I want you to pick up the phone and call. "Give me a hug. Can I have a hug? Because, you're so cute. I'll see you next year. You'll be all 10, all big girl, and I'll see you next year as well, okay? Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
And what a joy. It is such an honor to have you guys. John, I'm sorry. John, over to you.
Thanks, Cassie. And of course, this is what